It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage. Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Greystone, travel. Smith. Fight.
From the gun, Snow. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Silver. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Mike 56, Mike. Let's go.
Throwing again. Snow. It's caught by Jackson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Operating from the gun. Snow. This is caught by Jackson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
What we got?
On the draw, it's Jackson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On 3rd and 2, Snow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Come on, set. 60 out more.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
15 line. 15 line. General West. Bravo.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On first down, Snow. That's caught by Jackson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 2 now. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Get it.
To throw on 3rd down, Snow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Rush in. Rush in.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 8, read.
That's the way.
On first down, Moss. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Look at me. Zipper. Now.
Gilbert. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 5 now. Gilbert. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Show it up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Gilbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's get it.
6-yard line.
On the ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Get it.
They'll try the right side with Bush. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Ready.
He's operating from the gun. Snow. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Snow. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On second down, it's Hines, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Gilbert forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On second down now, it's Moss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
On first down, it's Jackson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
First down, New York.
Set up. 8, read. Go. Ready?
Off play action. Gilbert. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Snow is going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Back to throw. Gilbert looking for Cooper. That's complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Colts get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake. Gilbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, it's Hines, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on third down, Gilbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, this is Jackson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A give. This is Bush. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, this is Jackson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now it's Jackson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Watch the
On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing on first down, Gilbert. It's caught, Cooper. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake.
Oh,
he will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Snow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Snow going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. In for the score, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
21 yards there on 3rd down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
At the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day, every day, any day.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw. Gilbert. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, Alpha!
54, right there, 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Snow, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bush on third down. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. On first down, Snow. Throw left side complete. It's Bush. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10-2 soft. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On first down, Moss. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
We got this.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.